Bretman Rock gets his own reality show.
Emma Watson reunites with her Harry Potter castmate.
And Camila Cabello dragged after apologizing for racist past.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Thank you so much for joining us here today. I'm Sussan Morad.
And I'm Emile, and it's Junior. Oh, we're both having like throat issues, I think. But it is Thursday. We're so happy to be here. We're so happy that you have joined us today. And while you're here, you know, we don't want this to be like a one-time thing. We don't want you to click this video and then never come back. So go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that bell so you never miss a single update from Clevver and from us.
Yes.
And also leave a comment in the comment section below.
And it's so true that you say that because so many people that do watch our videos aren't subscribers. So we would love you to stay and hang with us and just catch up on everything that we do every day.
Yeah.
But enough of that. We know you want to get your tea because that's what we're here to deliver. So let's just jump into today's very first story.
Oh yeah, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift has just been named the most powerful person on Twitter. The list was conducted by a digital consumer intelligence company called Brandwatch. They're a British company that tout themselves and their products as bringing structure and meaning to the voices of billions of people. Well, now they're saying that Taylor Swift's voice also impacts billions of people, or at least 330 million active users on Twitter. The list ranked 50 of the social media platform's most significant accounts to rank and determine their influencer score. And Taylor topped the list with a near perfect score of 97. They found this score using an algorithm that I'm not even going to try to pretend to understand in the slightest bit. To help us out and put it in layman's terms, the company released a statement along with their list saying, "This is our measure of how influential an account is over time, based on the level of genuine engagement they are creating. While lots of followers, retweets, and replies will help, the more influential the people they engage with, the better the score." They don't specify though about whether the engagement has to be positive or negative, it's engagement overall. And I'm not saying that Taylor gets negative attention on Twitter, but it might explain how recently impeached President Donald Trump placed second on the list. Trump was followed by the Prime Minister of India, who placed third on the list. Taylor is more influential than some of the leaders of the biggest nations on earth, you guys. But I can't say I'm surprised. And she's not the only singer on the list either. Coming in fourth was Katy Perry with a score of 96, just 1 point behind Taylor. Following her was Elon Musk, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lady Gaga, Ellen DeGeneres, Ariana Grande, and Kim Kardashian. This is so cool, and she also topped the list last year, and apparently she only tweeted 13 times last year.
That's crazy.
And she topped the list. I mean, that kind of power is just, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing these year-end lists, and I think this year in particular it's cool because we're getting like the wrap-up of the decade now. So, I don't know. Going into 2020, we'll see who is going to continue to evolve and stay on the top and on the list, because a lot of things can change in a year, but
That's true.
Congrats to her. All right, but speaking of 2020, we have to talk about Bretman Rock because he is getting his own reality show that is set to launch in 2020. So Bretman Rock has a lot to celebrate because he's getting his own show on MTV and it will be launching next year. So we all remember when Tana Mongeau announced her show No Filter, Tana Turns 21. Well, now we are going to be getting a No Filter series with Bretman Rock. According to Two Filter, the No Filter brand is turning into what hopes to be a long-running franchise. MTV states that No Filter builds on its legacy of groundbreaking tentpoles like The Real World, Jersey Shore, and The Hills. Tana's iteration of the series was definitely a success, bringing millions of views to the MTV YouTube channel. And we know with Bretman's vibrant personality and fan base that this will be a success as well. He opened up about the new opportunity to Two Filter, saying, "I grew up watching MTV in my home. I was 9 years old sneaking to watch A Shot of Love with Tila Tequila, and I would be so excited to come home every Friday to watch Jersey Shore. MTV has always been part of me and my generation's upbringing. It's a very iconic brand name, and I'm so honored to be working with them. It's icons coming together to make some magic happen. People may think they know my life, but no one has seen the Hawaii Island life of Bretman Rock, like you will with MTV No Filter, period." So this is going to be insane, and even though Bretman has had major success in 2019, like winning Beauty Influencer of the Year at the People's Choice Awards, it looks like 2020 is already starting with a bang. Now we're assuming this is going to be online too, because Tana's series was on their YouTube channel, but regardless, congratulations to Bretman, because this is very exciting.
I am so excited. I'm obsessed with Bretman Rock. I watch his Instagram stories, everything he puts out, like I devour, and I feel like even when he does the most random things, I'm like this, like He just has that energy and that power to draw you in.
Yeah.
So this is a series I cannot wait to see. Well, if you weren't feeling festive already, you guys, the Harry Potter cast are definitely gonna get you into the festive spirit. Tom Felton, aka Draco Malfoy, just shared these pics of the Hogwarts crew on Instagram. And you guys, it's the reunion we never knew we needed, but we are so glad it's here. Tom captioned the post saying, quote, "Season's greetings from my schoolmates, Matt, Dave, Lewis, and I mid-debate. Hashtag Gryffindor vs Slytherin. It's been over 8 years since the last Harry Potter movie was released." Emma Watson also shared the pics, writing simply, quote, "Merry Christmas from us." And fans were losing all chill in the comment section of these pics. One person wrote, quote, "Wow, this is pure perfection," with a bunch of crying emojis. And another said, quote, "Okay, but where's Harry and Ron then? Happy early Christmas, everyone." Anyway, you'd think that these Harry Potter pics posted to Instagram are harmless, right? Well, Emma is actually receiving some backlash for being so public about attending this gathering. According to Page 6, Emma has refused to do promo for her upcoming movie Little Women. Apparently, she's been MIA from interviews with her co-stars during the film's promo, but Emma did attend the movie's premiere at MoMA in New York City on December the 7th. While the rest of the cast has been hitting the press circuit hard with late-night show appearances, morning show spots, and touring the world to promote their movie, a source revealed to Page 6 that, quote, "Emma's reps told Sony that she would only do the premiere. We don't really know what happened, if she wasn't happy with the movie or fell out with the cast." But another source insisted that Emma was thrilled with the movie, pointing out that she had flooded her Instagram page with Little Women content more than anyone else had in the cast. That source also pointed out that Emma is not the only lead role. She plays Meg, one of the 4 Little Women. That source said that with Emma having such a massive social media footprint, she could easily skip the tour by posting to her socials and have equal impact. And we can confirm that Emma has been posting about the movie a ton. So from the looks of her Instagram, it doesn't seem like she had a problem with the movie or the cast, but maybe she just wasn't feeling up to doing a full press tour, or maybe she's busy on another project. This photo was like such a, it just makes you feel so good when you see the Harry Potter cast hanging out together, even though it wasn't everybody in the cast, of course. But going to the point about her missing the press tour things, those press tours are really intense. And we cover them a lot of times as reporters, and they're long days, and they're doing interviews with multiple outlets. So A, I think they're pretty tiring, and B, she might be busy working on another project.
Yeah, so many factors and things could have happened, but back to the Harry Potter thing, I love cast reunions, but Harry Potter in particular has a special place in my heart, especially around the holidays. They start playing the marathons, and it really just gets me in the holiday spirit. So it was really sweet, and I understand why fans were freaking out, because we were too. All right, guys, so yesterday after we finished shooting all of our stories, something broke that we have to talk about today. Basically, it has to do with Camila Cabello and some past Tumblr posts that have resurfaced again. This isn't the first time, but Camila actually released a statement and apologized, but let's just say the apology isn't enough for a lot of people, and let me just break it down. So before we dive into what people are saying, let's look at what resurfaced. A Twitter thread went viral yesterday from an account that reposted some troubling things from Camila's old Tumblr account. The initial tweet says, "Exposing Camila Cabello's racist and downright disturbing Tumblr reblogs," a thread. And if you scroll through the thread and see all the stuff she posted or reposted, which includes offensive and racist memes and comments, you can understand why people would be upset. The memes and comments contain harsh language, including multiple uses of the N-word and racial stereotyping towards the Black community and Asian community, and some date all the way back to 2012. So this went viral and the Tumblr posts were taken down, but that wasn't enough. Because the screenshots were circulating, Camila actually apologized on her socials via a statement saying, "When I was younger, I used language that I'm deeply ashamed of and will regret forever. I was uneducated and ignorant, and once I became aware of the history and the weight and the true meaning behind the horrible and hurtful language, I was deeply embarrassed I ever used it." Camila went on to add that although she wishes she could, she can't go back and change what happened in the past, but once you know better, you do better, and that's all I can do. She stated that she's 22 now and she's an adult, and that those mistakes don't represent the person she is or the person she's ever been, and that she now uses her platform to speak on injustice and inequality and will will continue to do so. Her closing sentence stated, "I can't say enough how deeply sorry and ashamed I feel, and I apologize again from the bottom of my heart." However, many people, especially people in the Black community, are not just letting her off the hook as easily as some other people are. They are dragging her on Twitter. One person tweeted, "You non-Black stans are accepting an apology for something that wasn't even towards you." Someone else said, "Stop reading as soon as I saw when I was younger. Why don't you start off by apologizing to the people you hurt? We don't care how old you were when you used that foul language." And someone else said, "Girl, what are they teaching the girls in US? Are you telling me at 16 this lady didn't know what racism was? I'm so confused." Then there were quite a few tweets asking if she apologized to Normani, and the timing of this is interesting because an interview with Normani came out recently where she opened up about dealing with racism while in Fifth Harmony, saying that while her bandmates, including Camila, offered support, I'm not sure they could be there in a way that I need it because it's not their experience. They don't have to face on a day-to-day basis the things that I have to. I definitely learned after that I had to walk a different way. I can't look like everybody else. So there's thousands of tweets expressing their disappointment, not just with the previous post, but with the apology. And what I'll say is, whenever anybody issues an apology, for the person or the group of people who were offended, nobody has the right to say, just get over it, just like let it go.
Exactly.
Because if somebody does something to me or says something or has done something in the past, regardless of when it happened, if I'm offended, I have the right to say, I'm still hurt by that and I can choose to support you going forward, or I can just not. And so I think reading all these posts, I completely understand where people are coming from. And obviously in this country, we have heavy issues with racism. I guess the one thing that bothered me in that apology was, she says, "And those mistakes don't represent the person that she is or the person she's ever been." Just for me personally, if you did repost that stuff, that is who you were at that time.
You were.
So it kind of feels like a cop-out to say that's who you've never been, because you were that person. I don't know, it's just, I believe everybody deserves a second chance, but I'm glad she addressed it.
For me personally, I have very strong feelings about what she posted in the past. The posts were horrible and unacceptable and were really upsetting to read, irrespective of what age she was when she posted them. That language is never okay, and it's never okay to say those things, but I'm glad she addressed it, and I agree with you. Nobody can speak on anyone's behalf of when you feel offended or attacked, whether it's racial or gender or anything. Everyone has the right, and now with social media, to express how they feel. That's what social media gives people. It gives people a platform to communicate directly with people, and even if they're a celebrity or really famous, that doesn't mean they're immune from that. Just because they're loved for their music or their artistry doesn't mean that they're immune from having people really hurt by things they've done, whether it was today, tomorrow, or in the past. I hope she does more. I hope she takes it a step further, and instead of just having an Instagram story, maybe she'll actually do a sit-down interview about it and share that to her Instagram feed, or do it with like a network, or, you know, I feel like if her fans or people who aren't her fans are really deeply hurt and upset, and she really does want to show that she is who she is today and doesn't agree with any of those things, there's always more that can be done to like bring people together and to reunite people and to really make people feel that they've been heard, you know? All right, switching gears, it is time for the final rundown. 1.5 minutes on the clock. You guys, the To All the Boys I Loved Before sequel has finally arrived with a trailer. Netflix just gave us the best Christmas present ever. They shared the trailer to Instagram saying, "The trailer is out. To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You premieres February 12, only on Netflix." And fans are losing all chill, including Lana Condor in the comments, who responded, "Oh my gosh."
I can't wait for this, and Jordan Fisher is a great addition to the cast. But guys, we have to talk about Noah Cyrus, who actually opened up about anxiety and depression. So she opened up about this in a new PSA video where she partners with the Ad Council. In a video titled "Seize the Awkward," she opens up about what inspired her song Lonely. But in addition to talking about her anxiety, she also said, "Sometimes I don't know how to solve the problem. I'm only 19. I don't know how to solve a problem, but if somebody's struggling emotionally, I can come and help. I feel like that's my strength. I'm not going to be able to ace a math test, but I can help someone out who's hurting or feeling the same emotions as me." I like that, because sometimes when a friend comes to you, you may not know exactly how to help yourself, but you can just offer an ear.
Sometimes you just want to be heard, you know, and sometimes, you know, like, you just want to be heard. You just want someone to listen, even if they can't actually solve your problem. But moving on to our next story, the Cats reviews are in already. So we all know the reactions to Cats the movie have been mixed since the trailer dropped. But now the official reviews have started to come in, and it's currently less than 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. We can't get into all of the reviews here, but do a quick Google search and see what the critics are saying and what people are saying in response to the critics. There is a lot there, and there's a lot to go through.
Yeah, go look at it, guys.
All right, you guys, that is it for today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. But before you go anywhere, of course, we'll be back here tomorrow. But I really want to know what your thoughts are on Bretman Rock's new MTV show. Knowing about the show, are you excited? Will you be tuning in, and what are you hoping to see? Oh, I really want to see more about his new boo, because that's like still a bit of a mystery. We don't know very much.
I mean, he has to be in the show, right?
He's gotta be in the show, right?
Anyway.
But, I mean, who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Have to wait and see. Let us know. But guys, I want to know what you think about this whole Camila Cabello stuff. Do you think that people are right to feel how they feel? How did you feel about it? Let us know how you felt about the apology. Everything in the comment section below. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Don't know where that accent came from.
Maybe from like Harry Potter
Harry
or
Potter.
something. Yeah.
But wait, before you go, why don't you do us a favor? Click right over here to check out yesterday's episode of DHR.
Okay, and maybe do another favor. I know we're asking you guys to do favors for us, but why don't you hit that subscribe button while you're there, and then we'll do you the favor by delivering you news every single day to your inbox.